Hi everyone, it's Rennie from Design School. Welcome back to my tutorial. On this episode, we will learn how to create a Glassmorphism app from scratch. It's gonna be a little bit different from the other app. To be more specific, we're going to create the onboarding screen that I'm gonna show you some easy technique with the basic UI element using component variant. We're gonna discuss about the app idea, where you can find the inspiration. We're gonna discuss about UI pattern. We're gonna discuss about the download, how do you get started with that, and how to export those things. Then we're gonna get into the basic design with background blur and outline. Onboarding screen is the most important part of your app because it's your chain to make good impression, to make people subscribe to your app. This is what we're gonna do today with basic UI elements. So let's get started. Let's talk about the idea. If you don't have any, I recommend you to go on Dribbble, one of my favorite places to find a good inspiration because they have a bunch of cool and creative design. You can search for a topic and find something very cool. My app is gonna be about meditation, so I can just tap meditation. If you are a beginner, I need something very simple. This one, we have image, text, description, and the button with triple dots because I'm gonna create an onboarding screen. Onboarding screen should be powerful and simple. I'm gonna search for Glassmorphism. It's very popular. You can find a lot of design. This one is cool. I just need the idea. And then I'm gonna create my own style. You should not copy exactly. This is the rule. Before creating your first app, you should know about the UI pattern. I recommend you to go on mobbin.design. You will see all of the UI pattern for iOS and Android. Sign up first. It's free. Search for anything you want. For me, it's about health and fitness. Let's see how it looks like. Onboarding pattern. When you open your first app, you always see the presentation. You already have the image, the description, and then you have the button get started and the login screen. I think it's very useful. It can help me to know what to do. So this one is very interesting. It's Glassmorphism. So you have a bunch of UI that you can just copy. You can see all of my images I took from Unsplash source of freely usable image, over 2 million high resolution image. So let's explore a little bit. You can find wallpaper, background, images of any topic you need. My app is about meditation. Tap meditation. So this is all I need for my app and download the free image. Next, you should go to the Apple Design resources and you should download the template, including the main tools such as SF symbol, which is for the icon that we use for iOS. For example, this is my navbar and I would like to change the icon for the arrow left. Make sure the font is SF Pro Display so you can pass the icon is changed. Finally, the last thing that you need to do is install the UI kit from the community in Figma. I recommend you to take from Joy Bank because we have everything. This is all of the UI design system. This is gonna help guide you to start your first app. What you need to focus on is typography and color system. This is the most important and the rest can come later. So now we are ready to get into the design. So let's go. If you want to build a glass effect, you should have a colorful background with the shape at the back. If you want to see the cool effect like this one, without background, glass is not interesting because the shape bring and give life to the foreground layer. So the color of the back make the cool effect. So we're playing a lot with the transparency and opacity. Let's create a new screen. We're gonna do exactly the same thing. So we're gonna press A for our board. We're gonna take the iPhone 13. So we're gonna make the opacity at 50%. When I add the effect background blur, we're gonna change the blur strength to 40. This is more interesting. If we make a glass effect. So I will need the basic component like the status bar, navbar, triple dots, and the home indicator. So let's go back to the UI kit, but make sure to publish on your library theme. So click on asset, click on the library and publish. So when you go back to your design, you will enable iOS 15 UI kit for Figma. So let's tap the status bar. I will need the home indicator. I will need the navbar. This is okay with this search field. I can modify this later. Let's bring this at the top, adjust that a little bit like this, and take off the layout grid. So I'm gonna make it white. Here you can change to the light mode or dark mode like that. I don't need this nut. This should be something like that. And the home indicator, I'm gonna center at the bottom and adjust to your screen. I'm gonna pick up this fill color and I'm gonna pick up the color fill because I want to keep only the icon. So now we're gonna add the SF symbol. We're gonna change the icon here. We're gonna put the close icon and the heart icon. So let's go to SF symbol, but first make sure to detach instance because I want to modify this instance. If you don't detach from distance, it's not gonna work. So let's go to the SF symbol and looking for the close icon. You can just copy and copy paste. So what we're gonna do, make sure the font is SF for display, and then we're gonna replace, and we can just hide this one. So this one we're gonna delete. I'm gonna do the same thing for this icon. Search for heart icons. I'm gonna take this one and just copy and then copy paste. So just bring it there and just hide this previous icon. We're gonna change for another color, so go to the fill. I'm gonna make it white, so I'm gonna make label color dark. Should be something like this. So let's put the home indicator the same color as the rest component. So you can enable the dark mode to white. So now we're gonna add the image and we're gonna add the content. So let's create the image. We're gonna mask under circle. We're gonna create the component and variant. Now it's time to mask the images inside of the rectangle or the circle. We're gonna create two shapes and we're gonna make component variant. You will be able to change your image. I want to change for the rectangle. We can change the category, for example, grid. I want to make it a circle shape instead. So let's start by masking the image inside of the rectangle first. 300 by 300. Make sure the image is in front of the rectangle. So select the two layer, click on use as mask. You can move a little bit the image. You can name square image. I want to create the second shape. You can just duplicate or option drag, and for this one I'm gonna make it the circle shape. You can just play with the corner radius. I'm gonna make it 400. There you go. So you can name this one circle image. So your two shape is done. So you're gonna do the same thing for the rest of your image, and then we're gonna make the component. So let's do it. So select all of the 6 images and click on create multiple component, and then we're gonna create combine as variant. You're gonna see the property one. I'm gonna name category. We're gonna make only one shape for now. So I have my component variant here. I need to publish. Go to asset, click on library, and then publish. All I need to do is go to the asset and bring the image. We're gonna drag here. If you wanna change the category, you can just change the image of the component panel here. And if you wanna make circle shape, you can just play with the corner radius. Select the mask layer. You can change for 200. So that's it. And then we're gonna create the photo layout content. Now let's make some love a little bit on the screen with the background blur. In my case, I use linear gradient with same color. I'm gonna take linear and skew a little bit. The first color is white, but it's gonna be 50%. And the second is 0. And I'm gonna add the stroke color, and for the outline it's gonna be 2. I'm gonna do the same thing, linear, but this time it's gonna be with blending mode. So let's choose overlay because it's gonna follow the color of the background. See, if the back is purple, it's gonna be purple. If the back is blue, it's gonna be blue. So for the first color, it's gonna be 50%. It's gonna be white, and the second color is gonna be white, and it's gonna be 50% as well. And add another color here, and it's gonna be 0%. We're gonna add the corner radius on our screen at 40. It should be the same thing. Let's add the content with the auto layout and the background blur. I'm just gonna copy paste. For the button, let me make another one. Go to the asset. I need my triple dots because when I'm gonna change the page 1, this one is gonna be page 2. We're gonna add the button. You can create your own, or you can just go at the community, but I think at the UI kit they don't really have the button, but I can take from the action sheet. I can make like the button, so it can be the same thing. So let's go back. I'm gonna take this one, but the problem is this component variant is set together, so I gotta separate that. I just need this button. I'm gonna detach instance first, then ungroup, and I can delete this part. So you can change the color, you can resize. We're gonna make small 85, something like that, and the color I'm gonna change full black. For the text, we're gonna click on fill container. So you can custom your own button and you can change your text. I'm gonna write next. My button is ready. Text, tap, skip. Okay, and I'm gonna change the font size for headline or body. So for the color, I'm gonna make label dark. So now we're gonna group this together, and I'm gonna shift A to add the auto layout. So let's align a little bit. So it's done. Okay, I'm gonna bring here with the content, and my dot I'm gonna put on at the bottom, this, and then I'm gonna bring my button inside of this content. There we go, and let's plug together. Then we're gonna add the dot and this content together and make auto layout. Shift A. My dot we're gonna be at the middle, so let's center, and we're gonna add a padding around. So I'm gonna add at 30, and for this space it's gonna be 20. Let's center a little bit. We're gonna add the fill color. It's gonna be white. I'm gonna decrease the opacity at 50, and I'm gonna add the linear color. For the first color it's gonna be say 90, and for the second it's gonna be 0% to blend together. And I'm gonna add the corner radius at 30. For the description, it's gonna be fill container everywhere. The fill container will take the empty space. Let's center a little bit like that. Now let's duplicate your screen. You can just option and drag. So this is gonna be your second page, and we're gonna change the image, and we're gonna change the dot here for variant 2, and we'll do the same thing for the third page. This is how we create the onboarding screen. It should be very simple for the beginning. Last step that you're gonna do is change the icon here. So we need the arrow right. So let's take the SF symbol. We need the arrow right, copy, and change for this one. Copy paste. There we go. Make it a little bit bold. So there you go. For your second screen, you only need to change your text. So let's copy. So your second screen is done. You can start this third screen you do the same step. So now you are ready to create your first app. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed and hope it's useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and like. So see you on the next video. Bye guys.